Welcome back to Yellow Skunk Farms. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21 years or older, please leave the channel now. Thank you. We did not get a chance to work on the new food garden yesterday, so it still looks the way it did. Our Monstera is huge, and we've got Pooter over here. And Scooter is sitting right on, look, oh, Scooter's on the rock. Scooter has come up on the rock. That's a new one. Well, it's been a while. It's been a while, Scooter, since you've been on the rock. So that proves that she can get on the rock and go right in. That was cool. You can see that, I mean, she went in and went shooting over there. That was pretty cool. She just went bloop. No problem. What do you think, Cooter? Cooter is the male slider, and then we've got Digger over there. I mean, not Digger, Pooter. The pond is a little foggy today because we were running our hands through and pulling a lot of algae out. We also dipped these pads back in, got them wet. We're day 72 of flower, and we are close. We are close. We got seeds in all of these. All of this is seeded out. These nugs are super dense though. These might be the hardest nugs I've ever grown. Lemon lime, strong lemon lime. I want to check out a seed though. Let's go down here and see if we can. Oh yeah, there's one right there. Oh, nope, that's not one. Felt like one for a second. See if I can find one. This one's just taking super long to get done. In fact, it's not even, the buds are so tight, I can't even get a seed out. I can feel them. Golly day, it is just straight up lemon. Guess I'll leave it alone. This one here, droopy, seeds are just falling out the daggone thing. Most of these are done. Oops. Trying to get it out of the shell without dropping it. This one's not quite done. Some of them are done and some of them aren't. I know there's a lot of them, I know that. That one's done. Nice tiger stripe. I know I've been dropping quite a few seeds down in there. We're day 5 of our apple challenge. Haven't seen any. It is definitely getting softer around the top there. We laid a little bit of algae in there. Nothing. I just was checking that out. Pretty soft. Like I said, these pads, I just stuck them back in the creek, and we need to cut some grass for sure today. This grass is just getting out of hand. Let's take Grandma's shears and give her a snip. So we cut the dead ends off, basically. Kind of like a haircut, you know? This also puts organic matter down into the ground. A little chop and drop. Really getting thick, for sure. It's getting thick, thick, thick. This is what we call stewarding. So I just want to steward by trimming the grass, making sure everything is flowing properly, the creek stays flowing. That's really what it's all about. This grass stays green simply because the water is not stagnant. You can see we've got cherry shrimp all in there. There's cherry shrimp everywhere. Just about everywhere I look in the creek, there's cherry shrimp. They're one of the first things we put in there. There's the big ones, the little ones. I see a bunch of smalls right there. They're hard to see. Look at them. 1, 2, 3 of them right there. You see the flow of the water. As long as that's flowing, we're good to go. We don't want it to clog up. So if it clogs up anywhere in the line in the creek will rise up and it will flood the system. We don't want it to flood the system. And it will wick this water up. All that sand and silt, clay that's in the creek is extended up. Once it comes up out of the creek water, the worms and the critters turn it into worm castings, which is rich in nutrient. You can see we added some new sand and silt right there the other day. But what I had to do is disconnect this. All of this was connected, and it was wicking a lot of water into this center bed, flooding the center bed. Also, the dog fennel there was just pulling a crap ton of water up into this, and it was channeling it into the center, which is why droopy looks droopy like it does. But also, I think it's the reason why it finished faster than the others. You can see how it got overwatered. So we disconnected the sand and silt line. So basically, just disconnected the bridge from the creek to the soil pocket. That reduced the water. Now I use this little rod here. It's about 18 inches, and this is what we use to aerate, because we don't want it to go anaerobic. And I know it's too much water when it sticks to the rod. So if it's sticking to the rod like that, a little too much water, but mostly pretty good. It was really worse. It was a lot worse than this. So I know we're getting back to where we need to be. Hard for me to reach all the way over there from here. But really right through here. It's really wet. Worm castings will turn to mud. And that's not good. We need moisture, but not mud. We need aeration is what we need. Aeration. All about that air in that water. More aeration we can get in the water, kind of like a compost tea. You know, you put water in a bucket, put air stone down in there, you bubble compost, you're aerating it. Microbes grow when you put air into water with them. So as long as the water is aerated, you will have good microbial growth. Same principle. Getting air from the drop points. So I can tell you right now, looking at it from here, my pump is a little clogged up because the flow is a little slower than what it was yesterday. So we can go around there and clean out the pump. But aeration coming in here, dropping in, boom, everywhere it drops, it's gathering air, flows on through. Everywhere it circles in ripples. See how that rippled through there? Gathering air, gathering air. All these places in the pond over there, we got an aerator in the pond where it's dropping into the pond, it's gathering air. All these places are putting air into the water, which in turn keeps the grass green, keeps the microbes happy, kind of like a consistent microbial tea all the time. Pretty cool. Check the snails out on the ChemiPure bag. So we have freshwater snails, tons of them. What they're doing is sitting on top of that ChemiPure bag, eating that bacteria. There's a cleaning crew. They're cleaning the top of that bag. They're eating the algae that builds up on it. They're eating the poo that's catching on it. You can see the poo, and that's what they're eating. So this charcoal in here, it's just biochar and some polymers and clays catching all this fish poo. We can just roll this over. See? Catching all that, cleaning the water, helping the water take out all those toxins, all those nitrates and all that good stuff. But this thing, we talk about terpy, bubblegum, gas, cotton candy, kush. God damn, it's got grandma's bathroom going on, man. Holy shit. This one here fell over. That's okay though. It's full of seeds, so it's not like we're, you know, worried about it. The seeds are done. Look at that. There it is. Welcome. Welcome to this world. You shall pop. We hope anyway. We hope you shall pop. Wonder if we put one. Let's put this one right here. I'm not sure where it like jumped out my hand, but oh, there it is. Put it right there. Maybe one day when we flip the lights, which we should be flipping lights here soon. Day 72, probably gonna go to day 80. That's what it's looking like. We're just starting to get that fade. You see, I'd love to see that fade all through out here. We may not get it all through there, but most of the buds you can see are turning, starting to shrivel up, starting to pull those nutrients. That's why you're starting to see these tips burn or kind of shriveling up. That's just the bud just pulling all that nut into those seeds. That's what we want to see. This one over here starting to fade. This one up here starting to fade. And that's what we want. Still growing though. These things are super tight knotted. I've never had, the last ones I grew like this were not this tight. It's got to be the environment that it's in. And funky lemon lime. This is the one that I want the seeds out of. This one, and this one, and that one. Droopy's good too, don't get me wrong. This one here, and this one here, and that one there are the ones I'm looking for. The one over there looks great, just doesn't have the funk that I'm looking for. But then again, it doesn't mean the seeds in there don't have it. So, oh shit, look at this. You can see some powdery mildew. That is powdery mildew. And that is common on this bush. It loves powdery mildew. Well, powdery mildew loves it. I have not seen any powdery mildew on anything. This, I have seen it before, and early, like last time it got cold out last winter. And the temperature stays around 71, 72 in here. This is what you're gonna see. But it will not spread, and it does not worry me at all. If it were to cover the whole bush, I'd worry about it, but it's only in certain little spots. Not a big deal. But if it got out of hand, we would spray some lactic acid bacteria on it. Easy fix. Labs really does a number on powdery mildew. So the lab that we put into the creek, and we won't have to worry about the powdery mildew. We can also pour the lab down into the ground there. That'll help prevent powdery mildew as well. From what I understand, powdery mildew can be prevented with healthy, good soil. But also, you know, there's not much we can do when it was 70 yesterday morning and then it snowed last night. So it was 70, then it went to like 28 last night. So yeah, it got down to cold last night with the humidity up to like 65 to 66, I think it was. And it doesn't take long for powdery mildew to show up, especially on that bush. But I don't see it anywhere else. Like, it's nowhere else in the room. I don't see it over there, and you would be able to see it. Like, I would be able to, like, just like I pointed it out over there. It's very noticeable. But the good thing is it will go away. Most of the time, just with a simple environment change, when I flip the lights, crank the heat up, lower, like the humidity stays consistent. Like right now I can feel it's cool and wet in here. I can feel it. And that's because outside it was just straight nasty last night. So we get little powdery mildew patches. We could easily just trim this, which is what we need to do. We need to trim all this off. Give her a good trimming. Chop and drop some of it, but not all of it. I would not go just piling up a big pile of that stuff in there. I would not do that. I would take all of that, take it outside, throw it in the compost pile, and let her go. So that's all we got today. Monstera's monstrous. Digger is over here. He was over here. No. Yep, he's on up into his hole. See the butt crack right there? He was right over here underneath the Monstera. Everything over here is looking good. So far, so good. I hope everybody has a great Friday. It's Friday the 13th, ain't it? Yep. Friday the 13th. So be careful out there and enjoy your Friday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.